This is Jörgen Trud for Swedish premium BMW blog, bmwb.se. I'm at the test track out at the Arlanda airport just north of Stockholm with the Stockholm dealer Bavaria. Bavaria, they are holding a test event for customers and potential customers. And they also have a trainer from Training Partners, Mr. Per Johansson, who teaches all the drivers the necessities of sporty driving when it comes to how to be seated in the car, adjust the steering wheel, finding apex and everything. So here are some of the guys who's been out there for the practice this week. In this locale you can see an Imola red Grand Coupe, as well as a i8, this new modern hybrid dual engine car that we'll also try and drive out on the test track. Well, it looks like the people here are tense, or maybe they are just paying attention to what Per is saying to them. So we'll soon see what they are to expect. I guess they will smile a little more after the drive. Outside of the building, the cars are lined up. We see the i8, the US-built SUVs from South Carolina, the X5M and the X6M. Here is the 5 version. Quite a car with 575 horsepower. Tremendous car in all respect. Won a great prize in Germany here a month ago when the magazine Auto Bild named them the best SUV in its class, beating both the Porsche Cayenne Turbo S as well as the Land Rover. Well, here's the X6M version, also built in Spartanburg, I suppose. The X6M version of the car has the distinct air spoilers in the fenders. The front part with the LED lights, which should be standard on all BMW, I think. These are exceptionally good lights for especially Scandinavian driving conditions. Here's the M5, the Sports Saloon version, that has its 30th anniversary this year, and they actually launched a anniversary model in a special matte grayish silver, something like that. Great car. This one has carbon brakes, quite a handling car, and about 560 horsepower, something like that. Here is the 7 Series limousine, 740 diesel cross-wheel drive. This one is actually not going to be on the menu for BMW for any longer. There's a new 7 coming out, but unfortunately Bavaria could not find one yet. So, but we will look forward to that. Now we're out on the test track, and first there's the pace car, and behind that you can see the door of the BMW i8 car. That is, as I mentioned before, quite a spectacular car. It's made out of carbon fiber for most parts, and it has this interesting combination of a 3-cylinder petrol engine and a electric engine. So with a low weight and responsive good chassis, it's quite a performing car. So here guys are getting ready. The Follow Me car is rolling out here, and behind that you can see the i8 and the M6X and the X5M, and behind that the M5, the 740D, and I guess we have to wait here a little bit for the 640D, and behind that the 5 Series 535D. Another rollout here. the i8, of course. The two brutal American-built cars, the SUVs, with really wide tires. The M5, the 7 Series, and the Grand Coupe 640D is a little behind this time as well. And there is the sales director for Bavaria Danderyd, who is trying to get a lift. No, he's just cheering him up, I suppose. And there's the GT version of the 5 Series. Here's out on the track. It's quite a twisty little track. It doesn't have any straightaways that you can gain great speed with, but it's a sort of a handling track. And you can see how the cars differ a little bit here in the curves, like the 7 Series coming there. It did that curve as well as the more sports-oriented SUVs and the M5. We will see the cars here from a little different angle, but it's the same part of the test track. It doesn't look that fast, but it is quite a tricky circuit or test track. It's right under the areas where the airplanes get into the Arlanda airport, so yeah, at time it's a little bit noisy out here. So here's the instructor telling the students or drivers to find the perfect line for the curve, to find the brake points and hitting the apex at the right position. As you can see, they do that a little differently, so maybe they haven't listened up that well. The last one here is the GT 535D. The car's out here again. You can hear those V8 engines on the American-built SUVs with turbocharger. Quite spectacular. I've driven this track with M4s before, and that was quite a different handling characteristic. Well, it's nice to see big BMWs out on the track. Usually you see them on the freeway or the Autobahn in Germany or something like that, or on the US interstate. But to get them around a twisted track like this is not that common. I don't know if the 7 Series really is a car for this kind of handling track. I had opportunity to drive that a little later that afternoon of this drive, and it's quite a spectacular car when it goes straight. I don't think you get more comfort than that, so I'm really looking forward to get in and drive the new 7 Series. The i8, of course, is an interesting car as well. It is a spectacular technology icebreaker kind of thing, and I guess we will see more of that kind of technology both from the i8 as well as the i3 in future BMWs coming up. That will be great interest. The i8 lacks a little bit of interior space. It's a little cumbersome to get in and out, and there is not really any good place to put your luggage. But for 2 persons driving down to the French Riviera, maybe that's okay. Here's a senior guy trying to get out. We'll see how that works. There's one leg coming out there, and the second one, and there we go. Yeah, they ended with a little track competition. BMW, who owns Mini in the UK, built the Cooper Mini Works. This is sort of the top of the line version there. This one has 250 horsepower, something like that. It's quite a good handler. So all the people taking part of this track day got opportunity to drive here. Time. Yep, he got it there. So here is the awards ceremony at the last session in the afternoon. On the screen in the back you can read, maybe you can do that, it says joy in the middle, and that's what BMW driving is all about. All those dynamics and everything boils down to one thing, that is pure joy. To have fun out there on the road or on a track. Even if it's going to your work or to on a vacation, there's always this fun and good handling cars. Per is finding out now who's the third best guy here in the afternoon session. He's awarded with something in a little box out of the new BMW M Sports collection, lifestyle collection. And here he mentions to the audience that I had the best time in the before lunch session. And pointing at me during the camera, thank you. And actually there was one guy in this group who had a little better time than I had. So we'll see here if we got a little M Sport towel from the new Motorsport lifestyle collection, and the winner of the afternoon session here gets the same prize as I got in the morning session. One really nice duffel bag from BMW. So this guy broke just 500th of a second faster than I did. So, well, easy peasy. Lining up here for a little snapshot photo of the winners. And we thank BMW Bavaria Stockholm for hosting this thing and letting BMW crew, Jorgen Trud and Tim Rocket to come.